Hi, Divine Rebels, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart readings, and we have a fun reading today. I'm like, we need a really, really light-hearted one. Come on. So this one is going to be, what are they attracted to about you? Now, with this one, we are going to have a little caveat of first checking, are they attracted to you? All right, so we have the little angel answers deck, which has yes, no's, maybes, think about it, look for a sign, all this kind of stuff, cards in there. And so we're going to try to get a better hinge first on, are they attracted to you? Because, we can go and apply all these readings, but if that attraction's not there, then picking, what are they attracted to might not really make any sense, okay? So we're going to look at that, and then we'll look at what you can do to maybe get their attraction, if there's not some there, if it's possible, or, what they are attracted to, if it's a yes. So the options that we have this Peach Moonstone Sphere for number 1. Like, don't roll. Okay, let's try this trick. You can set spheres in seashells. Boom. We have Sea Witch trick, Sea Witch Hemi hack. We have number 2, which is the Serpentine Elephant. He's been through many travels, sweet baby. We have number 3, which is Magenta Agate. Nice, very beautiful. And we have number 4, which is Honey Calcite. Got the little rainbows in there. Yes. All right, so 1 is Peach Moonstone Sphere, 2 is the Serpentine Elephant, 3 is Magenta Agate, and 4 is Honey Calcite. And I will see you on your timestamps. The decks will be listed down below. Please go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll probably say that again throughout this video. And thank you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Hey, welcome to the channel, fam. All right, let's get into this. Let's see all the juicy news. We got to know. Oop. Oh yes, I did use our little door divination cards. Okay, so is this person, number 1 Peach Moonstone, attracted to you? We have Don't Stop. I'm thinking on that show where they're, I think it's Easy A, and they're pretending that they're getting it on in the thing, because it's the whole high school thing, and she's like, don't stop, and like trying to act it out. We're all about consent on this channel, as Spirit is as well. So if it's saying don't stop, it's because hell yes, this person is feeling it. Okay, what are they attracted to you in? So here's your door, and we'll get to that. What are they attracted to? We have the Temperance card. This is the Melanated Classic Tarot. We have the Death card. All right, so intense major arcana cards. All right, so there could be some Sagittarius and Scorpios in this group, definitely, especially because the card of the doors that you got is the Nomad. Some travelers, some people from different cultures. You might be different spiritually, physically than they are. You could be just very different in general, like you can't really place your thumb on you exactly how you are, how you express yourself, how you dress. You might really, now this is a card that can relate to our two-spirit, transgender, gender spectrum fam, that just really don't conform to society's standards. You do you, and you mix it up. All right, it can also relate to rocking different outfits than necessarily fit into your current standard or what you're doing. So you might be wearing something over here like in robes and all these kind of cultural garments and you over here at In-N-Out Burger. All right, and so you just like, this is how I do. I look fabulous, I look amazing, I look stunning, I'm a classic man, whatever it is, you just do you and you look good, and they just love that. Like, wow, like where'd you come from? Right, those corny, you guys remember that movie? Is so cringe, oh my god, but with Queen Latifah and oh my gosh, what's his name, white hair since like we were born, He did the Pink Panther. Oh my gosh. But it's called Bringing Down the House, and he's there's one guy that keeps trying to comment on her and stuff, like, something about like, you a tall glass of water and I'm thirsty, and he's always just coming with something. And so I feel like they just have you make them feel some corny lines like that, like, oh, did you is heaven missing an angel, because I think you just fell out of heaven, or they just have some corny things. Like, I think they feel kind of basic next to you, because you're just like, wow, like you just are someone who's so colorful and like full of life and expression. A lot of you are artists. You're also very dramatic, but you're very dramatic in like this intense, maybe avant-garde kind of way, or this like, you don't know the full me kind of way. But definitely I can get this kind of, some of you are like seriously dramatic. You're like Salvador Dali. Like, you will go there with the way you dress and how you carry yourself. You're very theatrical, or you just don't feel the need to confine to like the limited 9-to-5 way of life for everybody. You kind of walk the edge, and hey baby, take a walk on the wild side. A lot of you have been a lot of places, seen a lot of things. You might be from the other side of the tracks than they're used to, or maybe they're from the other side of the tracks, and maybe you have been a little bit more pampered, but you've been like in this very eccentric family, or you've been able to kind of just explore such random parts of yourself. It reminds me kind of the movie Amelie, how she's just like her own this little weird character, and she just has her own way of viewing the world, and that kind of thing. They definitely see you as somebody who can nurture others and take care of others with the medicine and the gifts that you have, and put forward when you want to. You're also someone who can come and tell us some harsh truths. Maybe I am seeing some people who go to like, maybe you go and help in emergency situations. Like, you might go and be in like Peace Corps, or like go and be like an activist somewhere and help people, help the land, or help bring aid, or like medical healing things. Some of you it's more herbal, and you like go and help people in different places. Some of you do like a lot of like charity work and stuff like that, but then you're still like this radical different individual, and they just are like, it's just, I think you boggle a lot of people's minds. Yes, they definitely like that you wear bright colors. Again, you could be a different race than them. You could be a little bit, maybe a little bit darker skin than they're used to being around. But it's like a nice, I think they like reds. I don't know if you have some red to your skin tone, or you wear reds and it looks good. Some of you have red hair, or maybe when you first were around them, you had some reds popping. Maybe you always do a red lip or something, red nails, red shoes. I think also a lot of you have some health consciousness to yourself, or maybe you're just particular about your diet. You're like, oh, I'm over here on this micro, this and that, or whatever. But I think there's an inclusivity and a like, screw whoever isn't with life the way I'm with life. For a lot of you, that they think it's cool. They're like, dang, like you're not over here asking permission to exist. You're not over here begging for the rights of people. You're like, oh no, we gonna get our rights. Like, you're gonna respect these children. You're gonna respect the earth. You're gonna respect me and my right to live. And you just have this like it's just so natural for you to think that way, to think counter to programming. And at least that's how you seem to them. And yet just everything about you just exudes that you might not even realize it does. I do think consciously you express, some of these things, and they're aware of that. Some of you are having your different spiritual jewelry on, or you've reclaimed yourself and your people. So you're wearing your cultural clothes, things of that nature. You're rocking things that are from your travels. You talk about it. You kind of wave the flag for it. It's not necessarily political. It's like things that people would call political, but you're like, no, this is the truth. A little bit of an anarchist, a little bit of a rebel. But they really like that. They really like that. And it's weird because they see you as riding in on the white horse, even though to everyone else, they're like, oh God, death. So it's cool. Some of you do rock the black clothes. I'm seeing both, and I relate. Like, I know the type of goth people that could be like gothic and also wear bright colors. Like it's one or the other. Either you're completely colorful or you're totally in black. You might go back and forth between that. Like those are just your aesthetics. Some of you though are really into that. You got the heavy boots on, you know, you're like, you're always ready if someone was like, hey, let's go spy on someone at night. You're like, okay, I'm camouflaged. Some of you are just you're serious, right? Like Johnny Cash, they're like, are you going to a funeral, right? The Man in Black. Some of you are definitely I heard occultist, and I also heard counterculture, very counterculture, or into like subculture in some way. You're really into some kind of subculture, and they really dig that, like how you rock that. And you know, some of you let it fly just a little under the radar, although you still appear very different. And some of you just kind of, like I said, you wave that flag. You don't care. I think they love that in your own way you treat everyone as equals by kind of knocking down the pedestals that certain like abusive people shouldn't be on in the first place, and that they see you as someone who is healing, whereas other people might see you, you know, not that way. Other people might see you as aggressive or something, but they're like, nah, those are your angel wings, those aren't devil horns. Like, I see you. So your card of how to open up this connection more, since I'm assuming you want to have attraction with them, we'll see if you do, otherwise you could close the door. You got the Nomad card. A nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now, don't crawl back and hide. So yes, for those of you who are in like non-cis relationships, all the LGBTQIA family, plus, you know, this could definitely be a connection like that. You might not know yet. You might be like, I don't know if they're attracted. I don't know, like, you know, how they express, how they identify. So they might be you know, wanting to connect, and they might not have had an open relationship like that yet. And that could be, again, something that they really love about you, is that you don't have that fear and you be who you are. It is talking about to take the leap now, don't crawl back and hide. You know, the nomadic wanderer now lies deep inside. Now they definitely see you like you would be a very good lay in bed. They see you as being orgasmic. Definitely the death card is orgasmic cards whenever we're doing like sexual tarot or something of that nature. So, you know, little pun on there, lies deep inside, okay? So, yeah, this person's definitely into you. They see you in amazing ways, like you're deep and colorful and different. And I think they respect you on so many different layers and feel like you're out of this world. Like, yes. Don't stop. Look what they don't stop. Okay, that's enough. We done here. All right, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will talk to you soon. Making me blush, number ones. Okay. For those of you who chose number 2, we have the green elephant. Number twos. So first off, we have to see, are they attracted to you? Be assertive. Again, like I said with number 1, we're all about consent. Spirit is very consenting. So if Spirit's saying be assertive, then that means yes, they are attracted to you, but they might not initiate it with you. And this almost looks like a key to me, or like a winded up key. It's also a mask, so it'll wind it up. Okay, we got the Knight of Cups. And we got the 3 of Cups. What are they attracted to about you? Water energy. We have water signs. So they might pick up that you're a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You could have planets in your 4th, 8th, or 12th houses. They see you as being really romantic, very social. You could also have planets in your 3rd or 7th house. Yes, very watery. They might like the color blue on you. They might like the way that you can be a bit bluesy, you know, that kind of melancholy, romantic kind of aspect to yourself. A lot of you are very artistic. Maybe they've heard you sing, they've heard you play guitars, they've seen your paintings. They love that, like, you are always changing. Some of you could, man, what what weave you wearing today? What wig you got on? What hat you got on? Some of you are changing your hair game, your hat game a lot. Your shoe game's changing, you know, and they like that. They're like, oh my gosh, you're like having a crush on 75 different people. You know, some of you even like, you know, you might even more drastically even have your skin tone change from like winter to spring to summer. You know, I know I'm like that. If I stay out of the sun too long, I'm like, what? Did I just lose some shades here taking a shower? No. So you might have that, yeah, and your hair, you might change your length too. Maybe your hair grows really long, then it's short, or you have braids and then it's curly, all those kind of things. I feel like you look good in a variety of styles too. One time you're kind of badass and, you know, fiery dynamics, hard metal on, you know, all of these kind of accessories that are a little fierce. And the next moment you're in this like flowing prairie dress, looking like you just came out of the meadow, some flower queen or something, you know, and the next moment you're minimalist. So it's just like, whoa. Yes. All right. Or you're going sporty, like let's make that a little broader. You're going sporty, you're looking business, you're looking, you know, like your clothes, like you're just down chilling. You look like you're wearing something that's for hard working. You look like you just came out of the art gallery. You know, it's like you can switch up looks, and like basically it's like they could drop you into any social scene and you would connect with people because you're a heart-centered person, and that's what they like. That is so attractive to them. You being sensitive and dreamy, like you just have that flow. You do. And it's like very strong Pisces energy too right here. Cancer too. Like you really just can flow with people. You find the heart connection with people, so that's how you can fit in like anywhere. You can nurture others. They love that you support people. Like that might even be how they like knew of you or got connected with you, is because they were just hearing everyone else praise you, because, you know, it's like you're not worried about being the plug so much, even though you are, but it's just like you're always blessing other people up. You're always like, oh, like, here, look, your art's amazing, you know, you're a beautiful model, you should model for my friend who does art. My other friend owns a gallery, you know, and then they invited their other friend who's, you know, this actor, and that's how y'all met or something. So they hear beautiful things about you. Now, because they see you so social, that's why it's like, be assertive, because they might feel like, they might know you're kind of shy and dreamy, but at the same time they see you as so friendly and nurturing that they figure if you want to talk to someone that you will. And so I think like a lot of water signs, we can be like that when we don't have a crush on someone. But when we do, have a crush, when we do, then we just be like, we can't look at them, we'll ignore them, and they'll be like, oh, they must hate me. It's like, no, you're the person that we have a crush on at this party. But other people don't get that, right? PSA Pisces, other people don't get that. They think that you hate them because they're the one person you're not, you know, treating nice and handing food to. Cancer, same. Scorpio, stop staring at them. Go talk like a human being. Yeah, so they see you as someone, like, regardless of gender, you kind of come in on your white horse. You nurture people, you take care of people, you inspire people. You're like a muse, like you're just captivating, but you're so personable too. Like you're so, like, the Three of Cups is like the three graces. It's someone who's talented, who just inspires you to do art. Like they could be someone who has been like so critical minded and, you know, just in the most mundane job, and you come along and they're like, I think I'm an artist. I'm a sculptor. I'm gonna quit my job and follow you around and sculpt you. You just have that kind of energy, that whimsy about you, and they love the way it inspires them. They might feel like they need to be connected with you in order to express that or stay in that vibe, that zone. You probably have a trail of suitors you've left behind that they heard about you from. It is kind of like that siren song, but in an innocent kind of way. I mean, you can wield it, and that they like that too. You can go from being innocent to being friends with benefits to being like dominatrix, boom, bam. Didn't they tell you that I was a savage? F your white horse and your carriage. Oh, look. So they like that. They like that you have all these different sides. How can you open the door to getting in deeper with them. Oh my God, paint me like your French lady. Secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. Does that not fit this whole scenario perfectly? Like, he's wandering around looking for others to find, to fit in with, and like, you know, connect and party. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. So this is basically like, it's not hard for you to woo them. Basically, I had an ex do this to me. They knew I was all artsy. That he would like write poetry and then he was like, leave it there. And then finally I was just like, no, because I'm very private with mine, so I wouldn't just read his. And he even told me like, oh, my ex just read my stuff one time and found out all these confessions of like how I liked them, and that's how we got together. And I still was like, you know, being all clueless young Pisces, like, oh, I don't want to be disrespectful, because I would be mortified at that point if someone just, even now, like, don't just go in my book and read my songs. And this person's like a Sag, so they're like, read my shit. Please hurry, I gotta tell someone. So then they ended up just being like, here, read it, like, here's all my poetry, you know. So this is kind of that thing where, like, write a song, you know, play some music, do it, you know, seduce them with dance. Like I said, oh, let me paint you, let me sketch. It's very easy. Just be like, you know, let them know that they inspire you in some way, that they inspired you to create something. There could be some Leo. I am seeing some Leo here. Some of y'all trying to court a Leo. You know, very easy, very easy. It's like, just let them know that there's that connection. Hey, you know, I'm doing this, you know, if you're a photographer or something, you know, could you help me with this? Some of you are still in school, so it could be like, you're like, oh, you know, did you get them notes? You take notes so nice. But it's just like, that's for the Mars and Virgo out there. You take some nice notes, your bullet points on point. Yeah, but just like do something creative like that, kind of, you know, write a song, do something artistic. And or even if you don't write music, or you feel like, I'm not artistic, you would just be like, man, this song reminded me of you, send it over. Hey. Be assertive. All right, yes, it'll work, all right. So that is for you, number twos. Yes, they are attracted. They are definitely attracted, and they're attracted to everything. Yes, I think they like your eyebrows too, especially if they're like really defined or very like filled, like thick or filled in. I'm also seeing some like lips. They're very attracted to your face. So however your face is, whatever are your prominent features on your face, for some it's eyes, cheekbones, all different kinds of things. Yes, they're really into that. Some of y'all do got some nice cheekbones. Okay. For those of you who chose Magenta Agate. Oh, excuse me, elephant. All right. Are they attracted to you? Listen to your intuition. So some of this group is yes. Some of this group is no. I do think that there are quite a few no's, because the Tower is, it can go either way. We have the Tower with the Ten of Swords. So the Tower by itself can be like, like arousal. But when it's by the Ten of Swords, it's like, abort mission. Okay, change beckons. I'm just jumping to your doorway. The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. So some of you that you were just checking up on an ex or something, you were like, I don't know. Or maybe you're like, I'm only kind of attracted to them, but it ain't that serious. I just want to kind of hit it and quit it. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. This is kind of like breakup sex, or like, you know, it's never gonna work. Boom, bam, bam, bam. Because those are the sounds it makes. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. It's like 2:30, 3 a.m. Okay. Just don't at me. Yes, this stone actually is like friendship stone too. So some of you have tried the friends with benefits. Whew, I'm seeing Gemini, I'm seeing Aries, very strongly. Could be some Sagittarius over here, some Scorpios. Yeah, overall there is like a huge sexual energy that's there, but this is definitely not relationship material. This is like, once you guys do it, it's kind of done. It breaks whatever that enchantment is, or someone gets kind of, you know, sexmatized but it doesn't really lead anywhere. It's like the path is already changing. It's leading you somewhere else. Move on. Do not be alarmed. Change beckons today. So it's just, I don't know what this is. Some of you up here ring the alarm. Some of you might be the other person. They have someone that you might not know of. Maybe you do know about it. So it's like, this is a really need to listen to your intuition. I'm also getting that they might have the reputation for being a great lay in bed, but they might not be healthy, and you might want to ask them to see their report on their checkup first before you get with this person, okay? No, the attraction that they have for you is literally just raw primal sexuality, like orifices and things just stick into them, like it's just raw chemical. Like, yes, their Eros might be on your Eros or something in your astrology. Their Mars is on your Eros. Like, it's just very raw attraction to everything. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes it's not even that you're attracted to anything specific on the person. There's just this energy that wells up with that person that you just need to bang it out. Like, you don't even know what it is. You couldn't even break it down. Like, that's kind of the energy that's here. Yeah, it's almost like did they owe you a good lay from a past lifetime, and now it's just like, you guys gotta do it. Yeah, it's pretty clear, and so you can decide, because it's saying you could feel like it's getting you into some trouble here, but it's, at the best, it's like hit it, quit it, move along. And that's kind of the energy that they have towards you. It could be that, when they say, I don't want any good punani, basically, it's gonna mess up my life. You guys might have that feeling for each other, where you're like, no, I ain't trying to do that. Mess up all my stuff, burn my life to the ground, because you get sexmatized by somebody, right? And that's kind of the energy there. It's like, I don't know, somehow you guys would just end up destroying each other's life. You might end up just hating each other. Maybe you already do. You're like, yeah, I can't stand them, but I still want to know if they're still attracted. Can't stand the sex. Yeah, so listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition on this one. I don't know that it would be worth it long term. It could be an amazing experience for some of you. Some of you would just be like, nah, that was too raw and crazy. What is this? Mars and Aries. No, what happened? It's done, and my life's ruined. Damn. Just the cover of Kendrick Lamar's album. Damn. Okay, that wasn't caps though, so it was like, damn. All right, for those of you who chose number 4 in the honey calcite, is this person attracted to you? And if so, we will see what. Look for a sign. All right, look for a sign. You're like, this was what I was trying to look for, a sign. Yes, because you got the Hermit and you got the 7 of Cups. Look, it's literally, look at that. Look for a sign. Look in the, was it her body was so tight, got me looking around. What is it, in the daytime with a flashlight, right? That shit, right? That was in like 3 songs at the same time in that era. It drove me crazy. I was like, who's writing this song? About to look them up. Using the same line in 3 songs. Okay, yes, but that's kind of what it's like. Some of, like, this person, I think it's speaking more to you, to be honest. It's like, look for a sign that this person has any kind of lasting attraction. Forgive and forget, of ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken, see a new sunrise. So some of you is like, you need to look for a sign. And if you haven't had it yet with this person, that there's anything lasting, that's kind of your sign that you might need to go ahead and move on from this trying to make an attraction here. Yeah, some of you might be dwelling on this person because you're very single. Now, for those of you, you've had clear signs of attraction. This person likes that you're solitary, that you're alone. That sounds so weird, but it's so true. Some people are like that, like Aquarius and Scorpio love when people are alone. Loners, Virgos, easy to pick off from the herd. That's kind of it though. It's like, you're like looking at, when Harry and Ron and are looking for dates to the Yule Ball, and they're just like, they're all in packs. How do you get one to their self? Like, basically any straggler was gonna get asked to the ball. And that sounds horrible, but it's kind of like they like that you're apart from the pack, right? You're not a clump of ramen noodles with everybody else. Because I think it takes them a lot to be able to tell if someone's attracted to them. And that's kind of the thing. They're attracted to people who are attracted to them, or to people who are not elsewise engaged. So they like that you seem very solitary, that you're in your own thoughts, that maybe you just have a lot of fantasies about people, but you're not involved with anyone else. I think you're kind of the kind of person that they would think up. It is kind of like one of the versions, though. I have to say that it's not necessarily just solitary you. They do like you as you are for you, but they have a lot of different types at the same time. They like that. I feel like you could be in a lot of different scenarios in their life. Like they can, like when they're fantasizing, because I think mostly this person's just in their head, they can picture you like, oh yeah, I could picture dropping them off for a spa day. Oh yeah, I could picture building a career with them. Oh yeah, I could picture running a marathon with them. So there's like a ton of different, like they feel like you're very versatile when it comes to their fantasies of what you could fit into. Like you do a lot of the different things that tick their boxes, or you seem that you would. I do feel like they might, like the image they have of you might not fit you. A lot of you have Virgo or Scorpio rising, so they probably don't even know at all like what you're actually like, but what they think you're like. I'm also seeing Aquarius risings. What they think you're like, they like it, and they place you in a lot of different scenarios. They like that you're kind of up in the air with people. Like you're definitely the wallflower of the situation. Some of you, you're older, or you're very mature for your age. Some of you might even have gray in your hair already, some gray streaks, and they like that. They like that you have a maturity to you. You seem like you have your stuff very set already. A lot of you have Virgo or Capricorn, could also be Capricorn risings. And you always seem like you're looking for deeper answers. Like nothing is enough for you. Maybe even if they've known you, some of you, they've known you for years, and it's like you've never been satisfied with someone else's answer for things. You go into your own answers. Like you are not afraid to kind of go into the shadow world. And it's so weird, but I feel like they might be like, does this person talk to themselves? Like you just walk around in your own bubble. Like, do you mutter to yourself? Are you talking to yourself? Are you over there muttering stories for your characters, or writing songs, or talking to spirits, or whatever? Like they like that. They like that you're kind of weird into yourself, and you seem wise, but also kind of like random. It's kind of like a more mature version of like Luna Lovegood or something. Sometimes is the vibe they get from you. Like, and sometimes you seem serious and old, and the next minute you seem like the most dreamy little lost thing ever, and they just love that. The next moment you're like over there in a cloud talking about anime, and the next thing you know it, you're serious as hell about something, and they're like, whoa, that just escalated to a level of adulting we didn't expect to have to do in the 12th grade. Yes. So they definitely see you as having been through a lot. Again, some of you, for those of you who the sign is saying no, that this has been separate, it's saying forgive and forget. There's a lot of pain and cleansing and lies. So if you've been involved with this person, all this lies and pain that have been going on, it's like kind of basically leave the person alone. That's your sign. For those of you that hasn't been a thing, but you've just had those situations in your life, maybe they're aware of them, or they kind of, study you a lot, and they do sense that you've been through a lot. They do think that you're pretty well adjusted, basically, for what you've been through. And that's attracted to them. So however you wear that, however you wear kind of your guard up, they like that. They feel like you've done the best of kind of forgiving and forgetting that you can of what you've been through. You've taken the wisdom of things, but you still have kind of an open, dreamy side about you. You still want to be kind of open-minded to certain things, as much as you're stubborn and have your own opinions about things. And they like both sides of that. They like in certain ways that you're going to be passionate and be like, no, because I've studied this, and this is the way it is, or I've lived this and this is the way it is. But then other things you'll be like, yeah, who knows, maybe there are fairies who mate with dragons. Like you're just like, who knows, so arise and awaken, see a new sunrise. Like you always go back to trying to see the silver lining of things, and you just have a mix of that kind of style and that vibe, and I think they like it. I do pick someone, like you might have some things that are what is it, like cutesy Japanese culture, like, like I said, like anime style on something, but then you also have a lot of maturity to you. You see people like that, like Capricorns who got a little pop of Aquarius in their chart. They'll be looking like, complete boss from 10th grade or something, 8th grade, 5th grade, but then they'll also all of a sudden have something like kawaii right there, and you're like, what? That's cute. You like that? I didn't even know. So they like that mix about you, that old soul and young soul somehow in the same body, the same self. All right. You might also wear like a lot of grays or periwinkles or silvery colors. Maybe you look good in like silver jewelry. That could be a thing as well. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you are pretty chill. Some of you wear like a lot of hoodies and stuff, and you just kind of chill to yourself, and they like that. You might always be on your phone over there, but they like that. I don't know. They like that you kind of ignore people and do your own thing. All right, so that is the reading. I hope that resonated with everyone. I tried to give more little bit of truth levels so we can know if the person is attracted with the things that are attracting them or would attract them if we need to work on that attraction. Let me know how you like that style of reading down below. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey!